When it comes to partnered pleasure, the best positions for C-spot stimulation are those that allow for easy manual access for either partner. Hello and welcome, curious minds, to a journey of profound discovery. Today, we're not just scratching the surface. We're diving deep into the intricate, often misunderstood, yet incredibly powerful world of female pleasure. For too long, this vital aspect of human experience has been shrouded in mystery, relegated to hushed whispers, or simplified into narrow definitions. But true understanding, true connection, begins with knowledge, and what a magnificent landscape the female body offers for exploration. We've all heard the buzz around the G-spot, often presented as the ultimate elusive treasure. Yet the truth is far richer, far more diverse than any single spot could ever encompass. Today, we are going to illuminate two lesser-known, yet incredibly significant territories on this map of pleasure, the C-spot and the A-spot. These aren't just anatomical curiosities. They are gateways to profound self-discovery, deeper intimacy, and a fuller appreciation of the body's extraordinary capacity for joy. Prepare to expand your understanding, challenge preconceptions, and embark on an enlightening adventure. Before we pinpoint specific anatomical locations, let's lay a crucial foundation. For many women, and indeed for many individuals, the very idea of self-pleasure can carry historical baggage, from societal taboos to personal discomfort. It's a sad reality that something so natural, so integral to human experience, has often been framed negatively. But let's reframe this. Self-pleasure is a profound act of self-care. It's about building a relationship with your own body, understanding its nuances, and recognizing its inherent capacity for joy. Think about it. How often do we truly listen to our bodies? How often do we allow ourselves to fully immerse in non-sexual sensations? Consider the simple, daily pleasures. The blissful sigh as hot water cascades over you in a shower, the deep satisfaction from the first sip of exquisite wine, or the involuntary hum at the back of your throat after biting into a perfect piece of chocolate. These are all non-sexual sensations, yet they evoke deep, pleasurable responses. If we can't fully engage with and appreciate these everyday delights, how can we expect to fully embrace the complexities of sexual pleasure? The truth is, all pleasure pathways originate in the brain. By becoming attuned to all forms of sensation, we cultivate a deeper connection to our own bodies, making us more receptive and more responsive to every type of pleasure, sexual or otherwise. This foundational self-awareness is not just beneficial, it's transformative. Now, let's address a common source of stress and misunderstanding. The relentless focus on finding the G-spot, or the hot spot, can be incredibly counterproductive. I've had countless conversations with friends who admit to feeling inadequate, even broken, because they've never experienced a G-spot orgasm or couldn't pinpoint this elusive spot. This narrative creates immense pressure, leading women to believe that something is fundamentally wrong with them if they can't tick this particular box. And that, my friends, is simply not true. Everyone's pleasure map is unique. Your body, your sensations, your journey are valid, regardless of whether you find a specific spot or experience a specific type of orgasm. Placing too much importance on a single isolated spot is like searching for one specific tree in an entire beautiful forest. While that tree might be there, you're missing the vast, diverse beauty all around it. The goal isn't to find something that might not even be anatomically distinct for everyone. The goal is to explore and discover what brings you pleasure, wherever it may be. Let's demystify the C-spot. When we refer to the C-spot, we're essentially talking about the most visible and often most sensitive part of the clitoris, the glans clitoris. This small, bean-shaped bump, nestled at the top of the vulva, is a true powerhouse. Its only known purpose is to generate pleasure. Think about that for a moment. An entire organ dedicated solely to your delight. But here's the crucial piece of information. That visible tip is merely the external part of a much larger, incredibly intricate organ. The clitoris extends internally, like a wishbone, running down each side of the vaginal opening, with structures called the crura and bulbs. This entire complex is densely packed with nerve endings, making it the central hub for female sexual pleasure. So, while the C-spot is the tip, it's connected to an expansive network. How to stimulate the C-spot? The beauty of the C-spot is its accessibility. For many, direct, gentle stimulation is profoundly pleasurable. Begin by using the tip of your finger, or even a soft cloth, to roll around that area. Experiment with pressure from light, teasing touches to slightly firmer, more deliberate movements. Explore different rhythms and patterns. What might feel amazing one moment might change the next. Listen to your body's signals. For those who enjoy the added intensity of toys, the options are abundant and exciting. A small bullet vibe with a flat tip can provide incredibly precise and focused stimulation. Newer technologies, such as pleasure air technology, can deliver stronger and stronger pulses of air around the clitoris, creating a unique, exhilarating sensation without direct contact. The goal is always to experiment and find what resonates with your unique preferences. Best C-spot sex positions. When it comes to partnered pleasure, the best positions for C-spot stimulation are those that allow for easy manual access for either partner. Think about positions where you or your partner can comfortably reach the area with hands or a sex toy. Missionary, a classic for a reason. With a slight adjustment, your partner can easily reach down to stimulate your C-spot, or you can guide their hand or your own. Cowgirl or reverse cowgirl. These positions give the top partner incredible control over depth and angle, and crucially, excellent access to their own C-spot for self-stimulation or to guide their partner's hand. Spooning. This intimate position allows one or both partners to comfortably reach and stimulate the C-spot from behind, creating a deeply connected experience. The key is communication and flexibility. Don't be afraid to adjust, experiment, and prioritize clitoral stimulation as an integral part of intimacy. Now, let's venture deeper into the lesser explored territory of the A-spot. This area, also known as the anterior fornix erogenous zone, sits higher up in the vaginal canal than the commonly discussed G-spot, positioned closer to the cervix. While it has received less research than the G-spot, anecdotal evidence and personal experiences suggest it can be a source of profound pleasure for many. How to stimulate the A-spot. Unlike the C-spot, the A-spot often requires deeper penetration for effective stimulation. For some, the sensation of deep penetration can be unfamiliar or even uncomfortable at first. It's important to approach this exploration with immense patience, gentleness, and continuous communication. This is not about forcing, it's about discovering. To locate it, if you are familiar with where your G-spot might be, the A-spot is generally found about 2 inches deeper and slightly upward into the vagina, towards the belly button side. For many, fingers might not be long enough to comfortably reach and stimulate this area. This is where sex toys designed for deeper penetration can be incredibly helpful. Look for toys with a longer shaft or a more pronounced curve designed to reach deeper into the vaginal canal. Best A-spot sex positions. The positions that best facilitate A-spot stimulation are those that allow for significant depth of penetration. Standing positions. If one partner can stand with hands on a wall, a bed, or a table for support, it can allow the other partner to enter from behind with a penis, a sex toy, or a strap-on, achieving greater depth. Deep doggy-style variations. Experiment with different angles. For example, if the receptive partner is on their hands and knees, the penetrating partner can adjust their height or angle to ensure deeper, targeted penetration. Using pillows or wedges. Elevating the hips with a pillow or a wedge can significantly change the angle of penetration, making the A-spot more accessible in various positions. Again, the emphasis is on slow, deliberate movements and constant verbal and nonverbal feedback. Listen to your body and ensure comfort and pleasure are always the priority. While exploring the C-spot and A-spot can be incredibly rewarding, it's vital to remember that pleasure, particularly female pleasure, is rarely confined to isolated points. It's a holistic experience, intricately woven with emotional connection, mental well-being, and a sense of safety and trust. For many, Pleasure is significantly enhanced by a feeling of emotional intimacy, being seen, heard, and cherished. It's about feeling safe enough to be vulnerable, to express desires, and to openly communicate boundaries and preferences. The brain, after all, is our largest sex organ. What happens in our minds and hearts profoundly impacts our physical sensations. So, as you explore these physical pathways, remember to nourish the other dimensions of your well-being. Cultivate self-love, practice mindfulness, engage in joyful activities, and nurture healthy, communicative relationships. These elements create a fertile ground for all forms of pleasure to flourish. The most profound takeaway from our journey today is this: your pleasure map is unique. There is no single right way to experience orgasm, no singular spot that everyone must find. The beauty lies in the individuality of each body, each nervous system, each journey. Don't let societal narratives or past experiences dictate your potential for pleasure. Embrace curiosity, shed inhibitions, and become the ultimate explorer of your own sensations. This is an act of profound self-empowerment. Open communication is your most powerful tool, whether with yourself or with a partner. Use words to express your desires, your comfort levels, and the nuances of what feels incredible, and never stop exploring. Pleasure is a dynamic landscape, always offering new vistas and experiences. Embrace the journey of self-discovery. Be gentle, be patient, and above all, be kind to yourself. Because understanding female pleasure isn't just about anatomy, it's about unlocking a deeper connection to your own body, celebrating your unique capacity for joy, and stepping into a fuller, more authentic version of yourself. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening exploration. May your journey of pleasure be filled with discovery, joy, and profound self-acceptance. Until next time, explore, enjoy, and embrace the magnificent landscape of your own being.
This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The content shared is based on personal experiences, psychological studies, and general relationship advice. It is not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, or relationship counseling. Individual experiences may vary, and it's important to communicate openly with your partner and seek professional guidance if needed. Viewer discretion is advised, as this video discusses topics related to intimacy and relationships. If you have any health concerns or medical conditions that may affect your intimate life, please consult a qualified healthcare professional before making any changes. By watching this video, you acknowledge that the creator is not responsible for any personal decisions or outcomes resulting from the information provided.